All right, everybody, today we are looking at Mikel Arteta's new look Arsenal side. If you're an Arsenal fan, let me know down in the comments where are you, or even if you're a football fan, down in the comments, let me know where you think Arsenal potentially might finish this season. I must admit, really enjoyed watching them. Not so much researching this video, but generally just watching them. Watched them obviously against Bournemouth as well yesterday. So this is a little bit of a take on this. Links down in the description. Takes you over to FM Scout where you can download the tactic via Steam or as a direct download. And as always, subscribe to the channel. And please like today's video. It does help me get these videos spotted, noticed a little bit more in the YouTube world. All right, with that being said, let's get into today's tactic video. Okay, so the first thing, as always, we're going to do is just check out a few little positions in SofaScore. We're going to look at Zinchenko, as you can see, a little bit of width, but also coming into this middle part of the football pitch. Okay, so that's going to definitely mean probably an inverted wing-back role for us with him. Ben White kind of covering at right back at the moment. He's a little bit wider, but he's coming in narrow. There's quite a few heat spots there. A little bit narrower, so not so much a full-back that is hugging the touchline. Martin Odegaard managed to get, was it 2 goals and assists? Definitely got 2 goals anyway. Playing in this sort of like 4-2-3-1, but really sticking out on this right half space. And then Gabriel Martinelli on the left. Really direct, getting really far forward. If we look at the average positions, I'll put them up on the screen now. As you can see, Martinelli the furthest man forward. Okay, so there's a few things to talk about, look at as we put it into the tactic into FM. By all means, let me know what you think to the tactic down in the description. And every tactic video I do, there's a little bit of give and take with roles and personal opinions on stuff. But at the same time, remember, because Football Manager is so structured, I can't get it perfect. There's similar things, you know, there is certain things that change, especially Arsenal in build-up. They'll sometimes build up with a 3, they'll sometimes build up with a 2. Sometimes Zinchenko will invert, sometimes White will invert, and Zinchenko will go out wide. You can't really get that sort of like freeze him in the match engine. So we've had to do it a little bit rigid, but it has worked pretty well. And Zinchenko looks really good as an inverted wing-back. All right. Okay, so here is the tactic. It is a isometric 4-2-3-1, basically. In goal, Ramsdale, sweeper keeper on support, no instructions. The right back, which has been Ben White so far this season, I've put him as a wing back on defend, but I've asked him to sit narrow. Now, I do want him to win the ball because when the play, especially against Bournemouth, was quite tight, Ben White had the opportunity to sort of like move into these areas here. So we've got him sitting narrower. However, I want him wing back support, wing back on defence, so he gets into these areas, supporting Saka, but at the same time, generally not overlapping. 2 ball-playing defenders, no play instructions. Zinchenko, inverted, wing-back on support, no player instructions. This has been one of the highlights. I am looking for my main save on FM23. I am looking at playing with 2 inverted wing-backs with a tactic, an idea, philosophy that I've already got in my head. So trying to work with an inverted wing-back so far has been really enjoyable, and I've really enjoyed because of the lopsided midfield we've got. He comes in here a lot, which makes a perfect double pivot. Okay, Thomas Partey, deep line playmaker on defend, no play instructions. And then Xhaka is an interesting one. He could be anything, really. He could be a Mazzala. He gets into these areas. He could be a box-to-box. Maybe there's an highlight for that. Maybe ball-winning midfielders. But I've just gone for central midfield on support with a couple of player instructions. Dribble less because he's not much of a dribbler. Roam from position because he was often getting into these wider areas as well. Also getting it to the edge of the area, and tackle harder because that's what Xhaka does. Okay, the attacking trio of Saka on the right, instructions stay wider. I think that's very important in particular because we've got Odegaard working this right half space. Martin Odegaard, roam from position as well. Remember, he's not central, look, he's just offset to the right. Martinelli, inside forward on attack. That's to encourage, remember the heat map, put it up again now. We want to encourage him being the furthest man forward. So I thought inside forward on attack would help that. Shoot more often because we want him cutting in on that right foot and letting rip with his shots. And stay wider as well to open out the pitch a little bit. See if we can recreate those 1v1s from Saka and Martinelli. And up front, Gabriel Jesus, he could be anything. I've done a lot of complete forward stuff over the last few weeks as well. So I've just gone with pressing forward on attack. He could even be pressing forward on support. He literally does everything at the moment. Tremendous pick up by the Arsenal. Okay, that is the team. Okay, so team instructions, positive mentality, in possession, fairly wide, playing out of defence, obviously, shorter passing, higher tempo, work the ball into the box. They do a lot of that, camped around the edge of the area. Run at defence, we've got Saka, we've got Martinelli, we've even got Jesus. We want to move that ball as much as possible. Zinchenko as well. be more expressive, try and create that little bit more of rotational play between the players, and fingers crossed that works with that. In transition, counter press and counter, very much part of the Arsenal way now. Distribute quickly. We're distributing to the fullbacks. I want him to play short. I'll just show you the pass map from against Bournemouth from Ramsdale. There you go, just see the amount of passes that he's done and where the passes went. So pretty much all of them in the defensive third. So we want to play out from the back. So we've got take short kicks on as well. Out of possession, we've got higher line, high defensive line, narrow width, and nothing really more set. Okay, so quite a basic setup in terms of the team instructions. All right, so that is the tactic. I said links down in the description. Just going to quickly show you some highlights. We've scored some brilliant goals, some brilliant play as well. Okay, now this is an interesting one. As you can see, there's the three at the back, and already you can see Zinchenko in their party. He's playing the right-hand side. Zinchenko is there pretty much playing as a double pivot central midfielder. I think he gets on the ball. He fits in. Look, he's shuffled in. The possession's been lost, so he shuffles in to make a flat back forward. Does that very quickly when the possession's turned over, which is really good. Okay, and then here we are again. Zinchenko. You'll see him get on the ball in a minute. So into possession now because the right back, we're asking Ben White, look, that dribble forward. And Zinchenko now is already inverting. It kind of makes a little bit of a 2-3 with White, Thomas, and Zinchenko quite narrow. We could maybe just do with these a little bit wider, just to open out the play a little bit. But there's the 2-3 build-up that we were after. Ball goes long. It's half cleared. It comes back. Okay, and then this is when we play. So Zinchenko on the ball. So we Odegaard on the ball. He now gets the pass, I think, here. And he's in a central midfield space. And then all he's going to do is pick out a pass. And we're off. And there he is again, basically spotted as a holding midfielder, which is really good. And once again, he's on it. He's still acting as a bit of a DM. Really good. Just holding his position. There he is. Lovely little pass. We should have scored. But there he is. He's literally playing there as a deep line playmaker. And I don't know if it's because I've got Partey on the right side much. I'll have to do a little bit more diving in. Maybe because I've got Partey in that sort of like right-sided. Maybe we've got that asymmetrical sort of like 4-2-3-1-2. Maybe because we've got that, and then it just allows Zinchenko to come in and make more of a natural two sort of like double pivot. And then we started the campaign with a 4-0 win over Newcastle. There you go, Zinchenko already coming in, half a chance to get the ball over. Gabriel Jesus is always going to chase the channels. Through on goal, rounds the keeper, lovely finish. That's going to be a decent combination for City. Jeez, for Arsenal this year. Saka getting, this is what we wanted to create here. A 1v1, asking him to stay wider. Look at the amount of space he's got to attack. Finds Odegaard in that half space channel, and then there's the inside forward. So Odegaard, look, we were looking to operate in that right half space. Martinelli as well as the inside forward attack, so he gets in more at that back stick. A really well-worked goal. And then we're off again. Saka looking to run at the defenders. Drops it into Odegaard. Odegaard's vision, and once again, Martinelli's starting position. Jesus has dropped in, look, it creates that little bit of space there, and then he's got a 1v1 against Trippier. Martinelli's not going to be caught by Trippier, and he puts it in. Really impressive 3 goals that we've scored there. And then the fourth, a little bit more different. We've won the ball high from a goal kick. Martinelli involved, Jesus involved. Odegaard in that right channel once again. Jesus dropping off, leaves a little bit of a space to attack. And even though he's an advanced playmaker on support, he is making really good attacking runs. All right, guys, that's the tactic. I think this will work for you. I think you plug it in. It is suited to the match engine, I think, really, really well. Obviously, this is a tactical replication. I haven't done a simulation on it. I have actually just lost to Nottingham Forest at home at the end of this. But it was one of those games where it was a bit smash and grab from them. But something that I may look at using in one of my Let's Plays series. Let me know, inverted wing backs, how much do you use them? Do they always look as good as that? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Please smash a like. If you've got this way, all this way, please smash a like. And yeah, we'll see you next week. I think maybe later on the week there may be a Steve Cooper Nottingham Forest video. All right, guys, take care. Thanks for watching. See you later.